Gathoni Wa Muchomba, born Peninnah Gathoni Muchomba, is one of Kenya's most outspoken, dynamic, and influential female politicians. Known for her bold style, media background, and commitment to social and fiscal justice, she has made major strides in both media and governance. As of 2022, she serves as the Member of Parliament for Githunguri Constituency in Kiambu County, after having first been elected as Kiambu County Woman Representative in 2017. Gathoni Wa Muchomba was born in Komothai Village, in Githunguri, Kiambu County. Growing up in rural Kiambu, she experienced the challenges faced by many Kenyan families: limited resources, high expectations, and the pressure to succeed through education. Her early academic promise was evident. She performed very well in primary school, and a kind benefactor paid her school fees so she could attend Precious Blood Secondary School in Riruta, Kiambu. Later, she briefly taught in Makuyu, Murang'a County, as an untrained teacher, a role that exposed her to grassroots realities and deepened her empathy for ordinary Kenyans. Driven by a passion for learning, she earned her Bachelor of Education, Arts, from the University of Nairobi, followed by a Master of Arts in Communication from the same institution. Currently, she is pursuing a PhD in Women's Studies at the University of Nairobi, a testament to her commitment to gender issues and academic growth. Before entering politics, Gathoni carved out a successful career in media, a foundation that would serve her well in her political life. She started working at Kamim FM, hosting an agricultural program even while still a student. Her talent and voice grew, and she later joined Inuro FM, where she became widely known and loved for her vibrant vernacular shows. Her work in the Kikuyu language and her ability to connect deeply with rural audiences earned her the nickname Queen of Vernacular Radio. Building on her media experience, she founded Utugi Television, a digital Kikuyu language TV station aimed especially at farmers and rural communities. The channel reflects her belief in using media to inform, empower, and give voice to the often unheard rural majority. Gathoni's transition from media to politics was bold but natural. In 2017, she ran for and won the Kiambu County Woman Representative seat under the Jubilee Party. She secured a massive 922,829 votes, making her one of the top vote-getters that year, only trailing Kenya's presidential candidates. In 2022, she made another political leap by contesting for the Githunguri Constituency MP seat, this time on a United Democratic Alliance (UDA) ticket. She won decisively and now represents Githunguri in the National Assembly, where she continues to be a formidable voice on governance, social justice, and public accountability. Gathoni has been active in Parliament, serving on several committees. According to her Mzalendo profile, she has been part of the Communication, Information and Innovation Committee, the Transport, Public Works and Housing Committee, the Committee on Selection, the Procedure and House Rules Committee, the Agriculture and Livestock Committee. She has used her media background and strong communication skills to champion issues including fiscal justice, women's rights, and accountability. She has also introduced motions and pushed for legislation that addresses disrespectful childbirth practices, advocating for dignity and care in maternal services. One of Gathoni's defining traits is her willingness to speak out, even against the government or powerful interests. For example, she strongly opposed the housing levy, calling out what she called misuse and lack of accountability in how funds were being used. Her stance reflects her broader commitment to protect citizens, especially low- and middle-income earners, from what she views as unfair tax burdens. She is also a strong advocate for maternal and reproductive health rights. In 2025, she was recognized by HIVOS as Africa's champion for maternal and reproductive rights, particularly for her work opposing mistreatment of women during childbirth, advocating for respectful maternity care, and condemning the detention of mothers unable to pay hospital bills. Gathoni's impact has not gone unnoticed. In 2024, she received 2 major awards at the Jamhuri Awards, Best MP in Kenya and Best MP in Kiambu County. These awards were a recognition of her bold leadership style, her advocacy on social issues, particularly gender-based violence, and her effectiveness in representing her constituency. Additionally, she was recognized as the best female MP in Kenya in the InfoTrack Country Track Performance Index 2024, scoring 61%. These accolades highlight her growing influence nationally and the public's appreciation for her work. Beyond her legislative roles, Gathoni's commitment to social justice and public service is highly visible. She is vocal on issues that resonate with Kenyan citizens: a high cost of living, corruption, and economic policies that disproportionately hurt the poor. Her media experience empowers her to articulate these issues in ways that resonate with both rural and urban audiences. Her participation in public debates is not just performative; she pushes for tangible change. Whether in parliament or through her public statements, she constantly emphasizes accountability, fiscal fairness, and the empowerment of marginalized groups. Gathoni's advocacy on maternal health, in particular, demonstrates her long-term vision, pushing for systemic change in how women are treated during childbirth and demanding that their dignity be protected in public health systems. Gathoni's confrontational style and independent thinking have sometimes put her at odds with powerful political entities, including within her own party. Her criticism of government policies, especially controversial ones like the housing levy, has won her respect among citizens but also drawn political heat. Her outspoken nature, which many admire, has also spawned criticism. Some accuse her of grandstanding or seeking attention. Others argue that her media background gives her an unfair advantage in political communication. These tensions are part of what makes her a polarizing figure in Kenyan politics. On a personal level, Gathoni Wa Muchomba is married to Robert Bogawa, and they have children. Her life story, from modest beginnings to a national political platform, underlines her core values: resilience, service, and speaking truth to power. She is deeply committed to her Christian faith, and her academic pursuits, especially her PhD in women's studies, reflect her passion for gender justice and societal transformation. Gathoni Wa Muchomba is not just a politician; she is a movement in herself. Her journey from radio presenter to people's representative exemplifies the potential for media professionals to transition into impactful public service. Her fearless advocacy on fiscal issues, maternal rights, and accountability makes her a rising star in Kenyan politics. Looking ahead, she is well positioned to take on even larger national roles. Her influence within the United Democratic Alliance, UDA, combined with her popularity in Kiambu and reputation for integrity, suggests she could one day vie for higher office or take on leadership roles that shape Kenya's future. Her growing recognition, both national and continental, points to a legacy that may stretch far beyond her current term, a legacy of a woman who used her voice, her intellect, and her platform to champion the underserved and challenge entrenched systems. Gathoni Wa Muchomba stands out as one of Kenya's most compelling political figures, bold, principled, and deeply committed to change. From her early days as a vernacular radio queen to her rise as a strong legislative voice, she has consistently fought for the rights of ordinary Kenyans, particularly women and the economically disadvantaged. Her story is a reminder that leadership comes in many forms, not just through compromise, but also through courageous critique and relentless advocacy. As she continues her journey, Gathoni Wa Muchomba remains a powerful, transformative force in Kenyan politics. Thanks for watching and subscribe for